You are an OG. When it comes to all of this. Do you ever feel like any sort of pressure or any sort of, I guess maybe like pressure is not the right word, but are you ever like proud of what you guys did coming up, like
100%.
creating all of this?
Yeah, I think there's, growing up at an age where gaming and esports didn't have the prevalence it does now. Mm-hmm. It's all we want to do. So like any of the OGs that you talk to, they're like, man, I wish there was like a well-structured tournament set up. I wish that I knew a correct path to make a living at this. And like back then it was just like, I would do anything to play video games and just even get my costs covered.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
So to see it now, like where it's at, it's incredible. It grew faster than I expected in many respects. Like things took like a really exponential curve when they really grew with a lot of different esports. And yes, now we're seeing kind of a correction again.
The correction was always going to come.
But yeah, overall, it's just incredible to see.
Yeah, I think talking to Big Timer, who is a Call of Duty professional, and he retired in 2014. He's like a fan favorite. And even talking to him now, because he's still in Optic and we talk and everything, and he was like, dude, like when I was competing, like we would be playing online tournaments against 400 teams for like $85 a person, like for the winner. And you just loved it. You loved it.
It was just pure passion and kind of a pure desire for it. And I think also anytime you talk to somebody early in on something like that, like whether it's a emerging craft like gaming or skateboarding, whatever, like the people that are they're like, this is amazing. This is going to be something bigger someday, and the rest of the mainstream audience will catch on at some point. But right now, like you're kind of at the forefront of it.
Yeah, absolutely. For the very few people that don't know, give a quick summary of who you are.
So my name's Dave Walsh, or Walshy. I was a professional Halo player back in the day. So like I think I started competing in the first tournaments around like 2002. Like before, I think even before MLG existed.
Yeah.
So like this is around the time when the tournament circuit MLG came around, like a couple years later in its infancy. I won a lot of Halo tournaments back in the day, and let's see. From there, I've done a few other things in the game industry since then.
Even with all you're saying a lot of accomplishments and attributes, like you're still being humble about it. That's the thing. Is that I was a big fan of Call of Duty growing up, but all that Call of Duty ever got compared to was Halo because of how popular you guys were, and especially yourself. Like you were the first person in esports to ever get signed by a major company in Red Bull, and I kind of let's talk about that first. What was that process like? Like I've heard that you didn't have an agent at the time and you did it all yourself.
Yes.
That's insane.
I think back then I was looking towards aspirational brands and who I wanted to like work with, and I ended up meeting a rep at one point at like an old Halo tournament, maybe like 2004 or something like that. And then like basically from then on, I would just like email them like a monthly or bi-monthly update, like, hey, had another tournament, we won again, and there's this many teams, and this, and not knowing how to really make a business case at the time, because we didn't really have like all these metrics and streaming numbers to be like, here's how many people are being reached, here's the impact that competitive gaming has. But I'd be like, at some points I'd try to be like, hey, like, look at this, like we started wearing these Sennheiser headphones, and then the next tournament 25% of the teams are wearing these Sennheiser headphones. It seems like we might have some sort of influence here. Don't know how to connect these dots, but check back soon.
Yeah, that's so you put together like a deck and everything, or you just talk?
Just more so talked.
Okay,
I would just like kind of keep up to date, and they would like seed me the product. And then when it got a little bit larger, like in 2006, MLG had like a TV show. It was on USA TV, so it was like 6 or 7 1-hour episodes. One episode each covered a tournament at that time. And so at that point, that's when I got the sponsorship. I think that was like very easy one-to-one for them to be like, all right, this is on like Saturday mornings on USA TV. Like, okay.